2, 16, 35, 2, and 9.
That was
Power move.
almost the
I
lost numbers, and I got concerned.
I asked if anybody had any questions or anything, and people wanted lottery numbers, and you're just like, you know what? I'm going to give them out. What a power move, you know?
Absolutely. Adam, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. I was here in spirit.
Absolutely. The one day that you're late, we are all here 15 minutes prior to the podcast.
I'll believe it when it happens when I'm here.
It'll never happen when you're here because whenever you're here, we're just going to be late.
I'll just tell you right now, I wasn't 15 minutes. I was on PlayStation. I was nowhere near my PlayStation.
All right, so it was like 5 minutes.
That's more accurate, yeah.
Wow, the story's changing already.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I gotta be honest, I'm so proud. 5 minutes is so long, guys.
We changed the story just like Republicans changed theirs. Well, I mean,
Kevin, get political here, but you're spitting straight facts, so I'll allow it.
Oh my God. All right, so like we normally start this podcast, Adam, what'd you do last week?
Oh, I played It Takes Two with my pal Genesis. I'm assuming we're gonna talk about that. We finished
yeah.
it. We got
Hell
that
yeah.
Platty. We're the Platty Bros.
Hell yeah.
What else? I've been playing House Flipper Pets. Been playing that one. Getting my trophies. I got a dog now. Very exciting. Doesn't really
Kill it.
no. Doesn't really change much if I'm honest. It adds a couple things, but honestly, it's more House Flipper. I ain't mad.
Shoot it.
I watched Warrior.
Oh my
Honestly, kind of a subtle episode. And I'm here for it because I know it's brewing, baby. It's brewing. It's going to go bad. A lot of things are going on. Sad episode. Very sad.
God. Yeah.
Honestly, my call of people are going to die, I was right twice. Just not the people I thought. So, I'll give myself credit. I didn't even know one was still alive until like 4 episodes ago. Or 3 episodes ago. I don't remember how long it's been. But like wild stuff. Absolutely wild stuff. Can't wait for Thursday. Very excited.
Yeah.
And then Succession. I've been watching that. I kind of stopped because I was on season 5 or 4, the final season, episode 4, and then the other person that was watching it at work. I was like, I'll wait till you catch up, and they're like, cool, thanks. So I'm waiting. So that, and then I'm late because I watched the Trinity Test, if you will, in a film called
nice.
Oppenheimer.
Nice, nice.
Really enjoyed that. Not my favorite Christopher Nolan movie. Real quick summary of it, because I know we've talked about it on here. Robert Downey Jr. is fantastic in it and is almost unrecognizable in the beginning. Not just because of the makeup, but like how he changes his voice and like how he acts and stuff. It's crazy. Cillian Murphy, no idea still. Fantastic as always. Matt Damon. Florence Pugh, mostly useless, kind of underutilized for her, unfortunately. Emily Blunt, great in it. Barely look like Emily Blunt in most of it. Christopher Nolan does not know how to film Emily Blunt's beautiful face, which is disappointing. Overall, I thought it was good. I thought it dragged a little bit. I thought the sound design was superb. I'm like, that's a definite Oscar right there, the sound design. I mean, other than acting and stuff, the sound design in this movie is fantastic. And some of the scenes are just gut-wrenching and difficult. Overall, really liked it. Not my favorite Nolan film, though. We'll probably see it again because my mom's interested in going, and I said I would go if I liked it, and I liked it. So we'll see how much it drags next time. So, but yeah, that's it.
Cool. Kevin, what did you do last week?
The interrogation scenes are so good.
Yeah. Honestly, all the all the hearing stuff, fantastic.
Yeah. Oh my god.
A lot of the beginning,
good.
a little boring.
The
Like,
beginning.
this is me as a child. Blah, blah, this or me
Yeah.
as a student. Blah, I try to poison a man with an apple. Blah 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 blah.
Now, okay, now I'm curious. I gotta ask because I had trouble tracking who the hell was who in that freaking whirlwind of an opening with all the introductions they were doing. But you're much better with names and things. How'd you do?
In the beginning, they didn't introduce that many people, and then when they started doing the Los Alamos, then they
Yeah.
started doing a lot of introductions, and I was like, oh, I know that guy. Oh, I know that guy. Oh, I know that guy. Oh, look at that guy. Hey, it's that one girl from Dread. I liked her in Dread. Oh, holy shit! No way! I've seen him in something. Oh, he was in that one movie with Heath Ledger. It was a lot of that. Their names couldn't tell you one other than Oppie. You know what I mean? There was Teller, the Russian guy. Casey Affleck's character was like Push or Pash or Pash. Matt Damon was the general, and that's all I needed. Florence Pugh was Jean. Emily Blunt was Mrs. Oppenheimer. Robert Downey Jr. was another guy.
Senator something or another, I think. Right?
Yeah, it wasn't a senator. He was trying to be in the cabinet. Kevin, come on now.
Whatever.
How could a senator become a cabinet member? You know, I mean, it's very possible, but not in this case. I don't know. The one thing I did find weird, Cillian Murphy and Robert Downey Jr. being like, we're Jewish people. Those people are not Jewish. And I just found that strange. That's like I don't know. It's for some reason I feel like it's like if hey, we're black people. It's like, all right, Leonardo DiCaprio, calm down. You're not a black guy. Like, it's just really strange. Also, I saw this with a Jewish person, and they were like, "What the fuck?" So,
all right.
I mean, other than that, it was great. Loved it.
Yeah.
Did you ever lose track of when they were doing the flashbacks and?
No. I mean,
like the black and white scenes. I feel like that kind of confused me.
So I went in with a little more information than you probably did. I knew that the black and white scenes and the color scenes were like interchanged, and that one of them means a subjective point of view and one of them means an objective point of view. So that's why they do the color change. Honestly, looking at makeup and the settings, I kind of figured where we were. Like when it was black and white with Oppenheimer in the beginning, I'm like, okay, I know this is going to be the end of the movie because it was in color and we didn't get to hear what he says, and that's going to be important. And then when we got to there, I was like, aha! So it was a lot of like the hearings and stuff. It did kind of jump around a little bit,
Yeah.
Well, hey, like, where they're just standing in a hallway, and it's like, is this before, during, or after the hearings? But after, like, one or two lines of dialogue, I was like, oh, okay. But honestly, it's a Christopher Nolan film. You have to watch it 11 times to understand the entire film, so.
Yeah.
Because he just is like, what's time? Who cares? I don't live in it. Neither do you. And then he just backs up. But, yeah. Any other questions about Oppie? Great.
Well,
Janice, you got any questions? You didn't ask them.
Do I have any questions about Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
All right.
This man's a communist.
Am I next?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am.
Kevin, you are next.
Yes, you are.
I'm next. All right, cool. I played Remnant 2 with Genesis over there. I played Diablo 4 just a little bit. I played... That it? It might be it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, that's all I played.
I forgot one thing I watched, but finish, Kevin. Finish.
So that's what I played. And then I hopped on Adam's Max to watch some Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, hell yeah!
Because I was thinking about that the other day, so I was watching that today.
What episodes?
Good times. Oh, I started from the beginning. I watched the first couple with the Red Claw and Catwoman.
So you're out of order. Interesting. Okay.
Oh yeah, I don't know what the order is.
Yeah, the Max one for some reason they put that cat claw. It's for some reason they put that all out of order, and I have no idea why. Because it's not going by air date, it's going by production date or whatever the fuck it was. It's really weird. There's like a specific order you should watch it, but you should be fine either way. There's just plots. If you continue that way, there's plots you're going to be like, I don't remember this, and then like 4 episodes later, it's going to happen.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, a little weird. Also,
then...
Two-Face. Best episode.
Oh my god. I can't wait. There's so many I can't wait for. Because I remember a lot of them.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably also watch Batman Beyond.
Great. R.I.P. Kevin Conroy.
I know. The hell, I watched more things. Oh, I just started watching Nancy Drew. That's a thing. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. They took a lot of liberties and replanted people around for rebooting this, but like it's not bad. It's growing on me. It's growing on me. Got a good story going on so far. I totally watched something else. What the hell did I start watching? Oh, I started watching Shadow and Bone. I think I might have said that in a previous podcast too. Really thought I watched another show. Guess not. That's all I've done.
Okay. I can go next.
Can I say what I watched? Remember?
Oh yeah, go ahead, please.
Because I know a couple people on this panel, mostly Desinoto, was probably interested in this. I watched that movie Sisu. That one that was advertised as like a gold digger, who's from the producers of John Wick, and he kills Nazis, and he's traveling with his dog. It is not like John Wick. Yeah, it's not like John Wick. And it's barely believable as an action movie, and my friend Alex and I watched it, and we laughed the entire time because it's a comedy. It's a fucking comedy. It's whether it means to be a comedy or not, I have no idea. I'm not going to go heavy spoilers, but I'm going to give like a small... So John Wick is called the Baba Yaga, which is also funny because that means witch or whatever. But in the movie, they sell it as like, he's the boogeyman you sent to kill the fucking boogie. He's the man you sent to kill the fucking boogeyman. Like, it's crazy. This man is called the Immortal because he chooses not to die no matter what people do to him. And there is a chain reaction, an Oppenheimer reference, if you will, of events that the bad guys think they killed him, and then they see him, and their reaction to it is literally the funniest thing ever put to film. And I highly recommend it just for that. We bought it. We rented it on Amazon for like $6, which was not worth it. So yeah, if you're curious about it, wait for streaming or steal it. I highly recommend stealing it. I mean, don't break the law, whatever. Who cares? You know. But yeah, that's not. It's not the John Wick you think it's going to be. So, that's it.
Cool. I played It Takes Two with Adam. I played Remnant 2 with Kevin. I played, I believe, some Call of Duty as well. And I don't think I played anything else. I think that was it that I played. I didn't watch anything. Didn't play anything else. That's what I did in a nutshell. Desinoda, what'd you do?
I played some Elden Ring, playing some Elden Ring at this moment. Standing in a very dark cavern area. I got past the roadblock boss I was stuck on for the last year, by essentially running into the boss's room all the way to the back where this castle wall is. You quit out of the game, and then you load your save file, and the AI for the boss just turns off.
Nice.
The boss is just sitting there on the floor, and you could smack away at it as much as you want, and then it dies, and it doesn't do anything to you. And the big knight dude who's, oh God, what a nasty boss they put in this game. Ugh. It's so annoying, and especially with the build I'm running is just like dual-handed katana running around, slicing everything up. I hate magic. I never use magic in most of these games. Um, so that guy is standing on top on top of this tower that's not right next to you, and you just shoot arrows at him the whole time at his head, and then he eventually dies. And then the boss is done. So after
Wow.
that, yeah, I just started running around the map to all the areas I haven't really uncovered things in, and I have covered a lot of ground since then. Finding a bunch of grave sites and different towns and all these different areas, like the underground labyrinth things. Been pretty good since I cheesed that boss. I don't
Cut some
usually do
cheese, put
that.
it on them, and ate it.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like a lot of the time I try to legitimately get through a boss, just like straight up, but I mean, this was just too much. Just too much.
It's fair.
Yeah. So did that. Um, I am pretty much like 100% complete with RE4 because I finally finished my professional S Plus run. That's cool. No trophy for that because I guess it would be too hard for some people, but there's like a challenge thing in game that you get points for. So that's like one way to know if you did it or not. And you get the hand cannon, but I already had the hand cannon from before because if you get 3 S's in that or S pluses, you get the hand cannon that way in the three levels. So yeah, I'm pretty much done with RE4. Um, I don't know when I'd go back to it. Maybe whenever they put out the DLC that should have came out already, um, or should have been announced already and hasn't been announced. So all the files are already in the game, like Ada and Wesker. Oh, whenever that comes out, I'll probably head back onto that. Played a bunch of Fate on my phone. There was a lottery event going on where you pretty much grind for like unlimited um, uh, currency in the game and um, materials to level up your servants. Did a bunch of that. Mm. I watched a bunch of things. And then I always just seem to forget what I watched. Bunch of Netflix. Okay, I watched The Fast and the Furious. I watched Fast and Furious, which is the 4th one.
At the prison one?
Uh, Fast and Furious?
The fourth one. Is that the
The
prison one?
4th? No, I think that's the 5th. No.
Fourth one's the prison one, and the fifth one's Brazil heist. Right?
Yeah, 5th one is the Brazil heist. The 4th one.
That was Too Fast, Too Furious.
What?
No, that was
Too Fast, Too
the
Furious
fast,
is definitely not the prison one.
That was the Fast and Furious. It was the Fast and Furious.
Is that the fourth one?
I think that's because
The 4th one is Fast and Furious.
Oh, so check out So the first one was then it was Too Fast, then it was Tokyo Drift, then it was Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
And then Fast 5, then Fast 6, then Fast 7, then Fast 8, then Fast 9, now Fast 10. This is why this franchise is a fucking joke. Anyway, keep going. Stupid ass fucking movies.
I'm sorry. I think you meant to say the greatest franchise of all time, but
Yeah, right up there with Assassin's Creed, man. Right up there with Assassin's Creed.
Is it up there with Assassin's? Do you hate it as much as Assassin's Creed? Because there ain't no way.
No, it's up there with Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed's still top #1 spot, but this is getting up there now.
Interesting. Wow.
It's getting up there.
One
I
day,
mean, at
one
this
day we're gonna have
point,
to study your hate and its
the
levels.
thing is, at this point, the franchise is pretty much like it's like a brainless movie kind of thing, like something you'd watch when you
It's
just
a popcorn movie.
Oh,
yeah,
so
exactly.
it's like Call of Duty, right? Okay, that makes sense.
It's the best movie to pirate.
Yeah.
Once you
It's
get a good
also
quality one and you got 2.5 hours to yourself of self-deprecation and snacks,
yeah,
100% I'm in. You know what I mean? Still haven't seen
yeah.
the new one. Just haven't hit that low yet.
I still gotta watch 9 because I did watch 8, but I do have to watch
Yeah,
9 and
yeah,
10.
still. Yeah,
So
9's the
a
one
little
I haven't seen.
behind.
Yeah, nine's the newest one, right? I think
10's the newest one.
10 came out.
Yeah, 10 came out.
Then I seen 9, I believe.
Fast X is 10.
Yeah, I think I seen 9.
Oh,
9
I
had
think
a
9's the
dumb
one
ending.
when they go into space.
Yeah, I saw 9.
Okay. Yeah, I still have to watch that. But yeah, apparently it's very popular in China, especially.
It's CGI heavy and dumb stunts, so it's popular across the seas. That's how that
Well,
works.
also because like you said, it's a popcorn movie and
Also, Vin
it's that.
Diesel, very popular in China.
Oh yes.
Like
Vin Diesel's
weirdly,
Vin Diesel's an Avenger now.
he's been
He's
an
got
Avenger
powers.
since 2014.
No, not that Vin Diesel. The Vin Diesel you see in this movie, yeah, he's a superhero now.
Oh yeah. In the one where he catches Letty flying off a car to land on another car going in the opposite direction at super speed, and then he lands in the windshield holding her, and he gets up like no problem.
Yeah,
It's like, come on.
that was the.
Yeah, guys, yeah,
um.
he's a superhero. It's all about family. Family gives him power, you know.
Oh, you haven't seen the one where John Cena shows up? That's the one
I
you
don't
haven't
want.
seen.
I don't want to know about this.
That one had a dumb ending. I didn't like 9 as much as 8, 7. I didn't really like 8 that much. I thought 7 was good. 8 was okay.
Yeah.
8 had a dumb end. 8. Oh, I was pissed. I was pissed at the submarine thing. Oh, and the nuke. Oh. I think I complained on it on this podcast at one point.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah, it was, oh my god, I was pissed. I was so mad at how fucking stupid it was. I'm getting mad thinking about it now. I'm sorry. Move on. Move to. Sorry. Continue with.
Don't move on. Don't move on. Make him live this.
I'm so mad, Kevin.
I was just gonna say it's like very popular, especially in China, because they have their working system is absurd compared to our standards. It's called a 996 working hour system. So they work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week. 72 hours a week, 12 hours a day. And so this is one of those movies where they could just turn their brain off and watch it and enjoy it and have a
I
laugh
gotta
or
be
two.
honest. If I were them, I would want to keep my brain on because I'm assuming they would turn it off at work. And I don't think. I think I would make better
Well, I
movie
don't think
choices.
they can turn it on and off at work. It's a thing.
I mean, they could lose a hand if they turn it off, sure, but at the same
Exactly.
time, there's just something just sleep.
It's, yeah, since I heard that, I was like, wow, that is actually insane.
If I worked 72 hours days, I would not spend my few precious hours watching Fast and Furious.
Well, it's like, you go watch it with your friends at the movie theater and you have fun and whatever. Something you don't have to really like think about too much because their brain's on like the other 72 hours of the week and they can't really afford to shut it off.
It's
Right?
alright. It's alright. Soon China's
Crazy,
economy will
crazy
crash.
stuff. Crazy stuff. I only found out about this because of that channel I watch. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but it's a channel called Accented Cinema
Oh yeah,
on YouTube.
yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen it.
video where he was talking about this and why that movie is actually was so popular there and it made so much money there. And that was one of the main reasons.
Seen a couple things he's done.
Yeah, his videos are good. He has a lot of stuff for like Ip Man and.
I think Ip Man's the one I've seen.
Yeah.
I think I've seen every YouTube channel.
He covers a lot of like general like Asian movie content, like Bollywood stuff, Thailand stuff, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, pretty much like everything. And he does like John Wick. Yeah, I think he has a video on that too. Also Bruce Lee stuff. If you like Bruce Lee, he has a lot of Bruce Lee videos.
Who doesn't like
Really
Bruce
good.
Lee? You know what I mean?
Who doesn't like Bruce Lee? Exactly.
I mean, other than the guy who shot him.
Whoa.
Who shot Bruce Lee?
No, but it was his son.
Oh.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
No, it was an actor. He felt really bad about it.
Oh, Ronald Reagan.
No, that was because of Jodie Foster.
Oh.
Honestly, I'm so mad at that guy for shooting Ronald Reagan, because if he didn't, Ronald Reagan probably wouldn't have won a second term. You know what I mean?
Fair.
People saw that and were like, wow, that guy's tough. No, that guy's a bad shot. That's what that is. Fucking. Also, don't try to kill a president, you know?
Yeah, it's
You know what?
not a good idea.
You know what?
Certain ones
Hey! No president, no.
Well, he
because
never
then they'll
said
become a
who.
martyr.
He never said which.
No, any
certain
president,
ones.
any president. I know, but I don't care. Any past or former or future. Don't shoot people. You know, hear me out.
Shoot people.
Hot take.
Maybe
Don't
punch
shoot
them
people.
first.
Don't punch
You really
people
have a
either.
problem with them.
Oh, what the hell is going on here? These crazy kids.
Hole punch people instead.
Kevin, no!
Oh my god. You just see a bunch of circular pieces of people's skin everywhere.
What is this, Kung Pao Enter the Fist?
I did pick up, so Enter the Dragon got its 50th anniversary release on 4K.
I did, yeah.
And I picked up the Steelbook from Best Buy. I was, apparently, well, when I first looked at it, it was still for pre-order, then it sold out at some time, and then I guess they got copies in store. So I picked up the Steelbook from there. Steelbook's really nice. But the weird thing is it only comes with one 4K disc and not the Blu-ray disc, which the regular version comes with. So I'm like, did they pack all the special features in the 4K? Or do we just not get all those extra special features on the Blu-ray?
It's probably in the 4K, I would imagine.
Yeah, because even the 4K release has 2 discs. So that's why I was like, this is weird.
That's real weird.
Yeah, like, or did they really just give us the steel case to take away the Blu-ray disc?
Yeah, I don't know. That's strange.
Very odd. I'll have to look into that more and actually just go and check the 4K disc when I want to watch the movie.
It's got to be on that 4K. It's got to be.
Yeah, it better be. Fucking.
That's weird.
Oh.
Yeah, they charged $35 fucking for that too. Like the regular movie is $25. 4K.
What are you gonna do if it's not on there?
I
burn down buildings?
No.
I'll join you.
You know, Warner Brothers might have a target on that.
No, we're not going back 130 episodes right now. I swear to God.
Where did that come from?
Genesis and I are not living through this again. I'll tell you right now, we're taking a stand.
Oh, okay. We gotta stop. They're taking the effort to stand up.
Moving on.
I can't stand up. I'm sorry.
Oh my God! I just sat for an hour and a half, 3 hours, 4 hours. I fucking sat forever. I can never stand again.
Oh dear.
Well, I guess the stand we're taking is no longer happening.
Well.
I watched this older movie, not that old, but it's 2000s, called Lost in Translation
Oh, great movie.
with Bill Murray
Yeah. What
and
she whispered?
Scarlett
What do you
Johansson.
think she whispered?
You know, I really don't have any idea. Because I feel like there's like she had such a great bonding time with this man, and then he's gone. What could she possibly do to fix her marriage when her husband's literally out the entire day for days on end sometimes, and she's sitting in this hotel by herself? I guess the only influence maybe would be like she goes out more and she actually goes to see Japan for what it is. Because there's so much things you can go see there, so much things to do. And she literally was just sitting in the hotel room waiting for the dude to come back, and then he goes to sleep, and then it's the next day, and then he goes to work again, and then she's alone again.
Yeah.
So, and she's asking him like, "Oh, does it get better? Does marriage get easier?" And he's been married for 25 years, and he's not having the greatest time with his wife right now because there's just there's kids, they're growing up, and that's all she cares about, or that's all she's like worried about, right? Is is the kids, and the kids are kind of I don't know. There's a lot of little things that kept coming up between the two of them when they would like have a phone call and shit. And then he gave her a kiss on her lips before he left. Like, I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said, but the movie was good.
Oh
Good
yeah, yeah.
movie.
First,
Yeah.
or the youngest woman ever nominated for an Oscar for directing this movie.
Oh wow.
Yeah, cousin of Nicolas Cage, the director.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
I was just reading about Sofia Coppola today, which is
Hmm.
funny because Greta Gerwig is like surpassing everything she's done.
Hmm.
But yeah, what a film.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Um, good stuff. Um.
Watch anything
Oh,
else?
and Painkiller. I don't know what Netflix does, but they have some. They do a really good job with making docu-series for real life things that happened. So I don't know if anybody else watched it, but Painkiller pretty much focuses on OxyContin
Oh,
as a
the
drug.
Sacklers.
Yeah, and the Sacklers,
Yeah.
those fucking rich fucking fucks.
Honestly, if you just call them the Sacklers, it sounds demeaning enough.
Yeah. Oh my God. I watched that I pretty much in one day. There was only 6 episodes. I think they were like an hour each, but I watched it all in one day. And man, these people literally got away with pretty much like everything they did that was wrong.
Yeah, they're a
Even
family of
as of
serial
right
killers,
now.
basically.
Yeah, literally, they're worth, I think, what, $12 billion, I think
Yeah,
they said, like, today, right
something
now.
ridiculous.
And that's money they've accrued as a family over the past 2 decades of pretty much abusing any vulnerable um and any vulnerable people, or anybody who was like in really bad pain and they couldn't handle the pain, and so they went to their doctor who they trusted. The doctor blindly prescribes them OxyContin as a way to numb the pain, and give them their life back, because of the verbiage they use. And yeah, FDA.
They hit a
It
bunch of
goes through
studies.
FDA.
They bribed
Yeah.
people. They're awful.
Oh my God. And they made so much fucking money. And it's honestly not even that surprising, because it's like big pharma stuff.
Hmm.
But fuck, man. They
Sounds like I'm in the wrong line of business.
they would
You don't
literally
want to be in that business,
identify.
though.
They'd
Absolutely.
identify the
$20 billion?
factors.
Give me that.
You don't. I wouldn't want that.
$20 billion. A lot of money.
Yeah, a lot of deaths on their hands.
It's all right. I don't have a conscience anymore.
And it's like, you could even be like, oh, well, you know, you have to take ownership about what you're doing. Yeah, some of them tried. Some of them
Yeah,
absolutely tried, and that family was like, fuck them. They get
yeah.
nothing from us. Fuck them. Burn them.
Yeah, they ended up
Eat 'em.
paying, they're ending up paying over a decade, $6 billion
Ooh.
to, I guess, people affected by OxyContin, organizations that stand up for those people, and communities and all that stuff. But they're not even making a dent in their pocket, essentially,
Yeah.
because over that time, they're getting money from other avenues and all this shit. And I was like, wow, how does this happen?
Straight to jail and liquidate all their stuff. That's the solution.
Yeah, but it didn't happen. Not
Nope.
yet.
Never will.
There's the case is pending because
The judicial
I
system
was
is a
reading
goddamn joke.
Biden's administrations or something stopped it. Like
Yeah,
they stopped the settlement from going through, and it's like hanging in limbo right now, and who knows when that's gonna get fucking done.
Never.
Yeah.
Never.
You're welcome. Welcome.
Thank you.
And the crazy thing with that drug is that it's basically just heroin mixed with other shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, damn. And all they had to do was get a bunch of Barbie doll girls driving around in Porsches, sucking off these doctors, literally
There we go.
fucking all these doctors.
Sounds like a great business. Damn, I really want this business now.
Well,
for them
Genesis,
to
good news. Get in a
prescribe.
Porsche and dye your hair.
I'm ready to go, Daddy. You want to join me in this shit?
What am I joining you in?
You're going to go suck off all the doctors, because he said that's the business he wants to get into. Not the part.
Yeah, absolutely.
He didn't
Okay,
say, I want to
alright.
get into the business of, like, being a doctor. He said after Destinoto said they were sending girls and sucking off doctors, Genesis was like, I want to be in that business.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And honestly, I respect him, and I feel
I can
bad
get
for his
down.
family. His family unit is
Yeah.
about to collapse.
He doesn't have
That'll be
Or-
fine. I'm just gonna give them all the money, and then
Oh! Well, I mean, honestly, you'd probably get a divorce, and they'd still get all the money.
Yeah.
yeah, that's okay.
Hey! It all worked out for the great.
Give me all the money instead.
Oh!
Well,
Sorry,
well,
wife
hold
and
on.
children. Daddy's getting it.
Oh my god, yes. Write it in the will like that too. I leave everything to Daddy.
And your dad'd be like,
Now we
what?
just gotta figure out who Daddy is.
Is it you or is it me?
Well, it's in
Oh,
your
man.
will, so I assume it's going to Kevin.
But I'm already dead.
Are you what?
I already died. How would I write the will?
No, we already wrote it for you.
So who is it then?
You.
It's going to me.
What?
It's going to your number one daddy.
See, look, listen. I don't know where it's gonna go. I have no idea because
Okay, let's put it this
Oh.
way: if there are two daddies and one of them's dead, which one's it going to?
the one who's not dead.
There you go. It's going to Kevin. All right. Jesus Christ.
But
This should
he's
not have
dead
been.
too.
Why would he be dead? Giselma and Louise it? What are you talking about? Why did the daddies both die? Are they connected in some way? If one
shit,
daddy's
found out.
heart stops,
We
does
gotta kill
another
him now.
daddy's heart stop?
Essentially, I mean, did you not know this? This is how daddies work. When one daddy's heart stops, or when one daddy's getting fucked, the other one knows what's going on.
I don't know. Daddy, you should be concerned because the other daddy has diabetes and he can go at any moment.
Yeah, yeah. It
Somebody
checks out
throws a
some things
cookie
that
at
happened in
him,
my
gone,
life.
dead.
I'll throw a cookie at him.
He's sending his. Would you classify that as suicide or manslaughter?
Oh, since it's killing him, that's a
Manicide.
good. Ooh, manicide. Wouldn't that just be a murder suicide?
Oh,
Intentional
This-
murder, unintentional suicide.
this could be a mystery for the ages.
I mean,
you know?
is it an unintentional
Could be.
suicide? He knew that he was going to die when he killed me because we're connected.
You're
right?
expecting Kevin to remember any of this by the time he kills you?
Who am I?
Kevin will probably be like, I'm going to kill Genesis because I'm pretty sure that kills Adam. He won't remember. He's crossed some wires. He's shoving chips in his mouth. He doesn't know nothing.
Cookie.
Kevin, I know. I don't care.
Well, there he goes with the cookie. It's already falling into place.
Oh, no! If you're connected, do you have diabetes now, Kevin?
Probably.
I mean, honestly, yeah, you should get
By
yourself
all
checked.
accounts, I should.
Yeah, you and I, we're defying the odds. You know what I mean?
It's not defying the odds. It's just, better genes than me, I guess.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
Wrangler.
genes.
My genetics suck. Your genetics are way better.
Oh, no, it'll get me. Don't worry. It's coming.
That's because I upgraded them.
That's that.
That's
Well,
why I put
I
all my
mean, yeah,
perk points.
yeah. So, I mean, you went through the upgrade path. We don't all have that that luxury of the upgrade path.
I know. I hacked life.
You did. You did.
Wouldn't you gotten a better face and body?
Adam, I seem to remember one of the more recent times you saw me. You made a comment on my shoulders.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, you look fucking jacked. Yeah, you look huge. You look like you were beefing up. That was wild. I couldn't get over that. I jerk about that I would think about that every day. Destino, do you watch anything else?
Yeah, a couple other quick things.
Oh my god. No, it's fine.
I watched The Hills Have Eyes again.
Oh man, I've only seen The Hills Have Thighs, the porn parody.
Oh.
Wow, that's
Pretty good. Not as scary, I've heard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny Sins on that one.
I should check it out.
No, it's from like
Ooh.
2007 or 8. It's literally the same year as the movie.
Okay, never mind.
I thought I was watching The Hills Have Eyes. I was at a friend's house, and his dad came in the room, and he's like, "What are you watching?" I'm like, "I thought it was The Hills Have Eyes." Nope, it was not. And he sat and watched it with me for a time.
Wow.
And then I got to a sexy part, and he was like, "You should probably turn this off." And I'm like, "Yeah, I will." Then he left, and I assume he turned it on in his bedroom, and I turned it right back on and watched the rest. I was at a friend's house. I did not masturbate. I watched the entire movie as a fully adult, grown 16 to 15-year-old, whatever year that was.
Wow.
He's aging quicker than people even think now. Oh my god. You're an adult at 16?
Yeah, fully grown 16-year-old. I was done growing by I was like 14.
Adam hit his growth spurt, slammed straight into the ceiling, got permanently stuck at the height that he was left at.
Everybody was like, "You're gonna grow," and I'm like, I don't think I am." And they're like, "You're growing, man." I'm like, "Sideways, maybe, but like not up."
One morning he woke up and he couldn't fit in his bed anymore, and he's like, "What the fuck happened?" And the next thing
I
he knew, he was 3 times larger.
I'm 5'9", and I feel like my arms and legs don't have enough room on my bed, and I don't know how our C friend at 6'4" fits on any fucking bed.
Cushions.
He's like, I fit pretty comfortably. I'm like, I don't. How? What's wrong with you? Where are your legs going? Under the bed and around?
You can just bring the entire mattress with him.
What's he gonna do when his kid is 7 foot?
His wife is short, so I doubt they'll be 7 foot.
I don't know about that one.
I do.
Okay.
I watched one more thing.
Oh my
was,
god. Go ahead.
Enemy of the State.
Oh!
Will
That's a
Smith
good one!
movie. Yeah, it is a good one. I really enjoyed it.
Alright, cool.
Always love me some Will Smith.
I always forget it's Will Smith and always think it's Jamie Foxx for some reason.
Fuck off, Will Smith.
Alright, not a Will Smith fan here. I've been telling everyone I know about the movie Night Train.
Oh yeah.
And how you watched it, and then I show them the poster, and I go, "What do you think this movie has? From this poster, what do you think is going to appear in it?" And they're like, "Oh, everything in the poster." And I'm like, "Well, that's where you'd be wrong." It's great. I've told probably 6 people at this point.
Wow.
So it's been my story
That's
for the
great.
week.
That is great.
It's
Thanks
my
for
life.
spreading the word.
Hey, man, anything I can do.
Gotta make sure people don't watch a false advertisement in its entirety.
Hey, 10 out of 10 film.
Yeah.
Also, it's been great because I've been like the guy in leather pants from George of the Jungle is the bad guy, and like 2 out of the 6 people have gotten that.
George of the Jungle. He's got a really big dick.
Watch out for that tree.
Because it's the size of his dick.
All right. Topics. Who's got a topic? Kevin, you already did a topic, I think, but you got another one?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't have anything else. I did my topics. Unless you wanted me to recap some stuff for you.
No, I'll listen to it tomorrow.
All right.
While I'm at work, which I usually do anyways. So.
All right, Adam, you're up. Topics.
I got a topic before we jump into It Takes Two. It's quick. I want to talk about City Skylines 2, just because I'm passionate about it and it's fucking great. And the last time I talked about it, there's been some updates. Been some pretty nifty updates. I think the last time I talked about it, city services and maybe electricity and water was here. I don't remember. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna jump through a couple things. A couple weeks ago, they talked about maps and themes. Little disappointed. There's no tropical map. But now, see you, Kevin. There he goes. But now,
Thought he said he fixed it.
never. But now, the snow and stuff depends on the actual map you're on. So if you're on a map that's more to the north, there's going to be a lot of snow. You're going to have a lot more snowier days in your city and stuff. And I thought that was cool as hell.
Good, great. Never going to build a city in the south. Just going to stay in the. Not in the north. Just in the south. We're going to stay.
Well, again, I'm just going to say this one more time. Tropics, all in the south, not in the game. So a lot of like central areas. I think there are some maps that are like warm enough where there's barely any snow unless you're in the mountains. But so people were a little upset about that, but I assume those will come with like patches and content updates and stuff. And then they talked about climates and seasons, kind of expanding on what I just said a little bit. Most
climate change. Climate change.
No, climate change not confirmed for the game. Probably not in the game. I mean, there's green stuff, but like not climate's not changing, and you
No.
can't progress it and stuff. So
It'd be
as
cool if
far
you
as
could
we
do
know,
that. Like, as
I
you just
know.
use more
Honestly,
fossils and stuff.
one of the most requested features on the Reddit and in the Paradox um, message boards and stuff. So.
Interesting.
And then on the 14th, so that Monday, yesterday, they talked about economy and production. And I feel, has everyone here played like a city builder at one point in their life, or they have any idea how a city builder works?
I
Roller
have.
Coaster Tycoon.
It's not a city, but I like the passion. So in a city builder, I think everyone knows. Even a presidential candidate made use of this, called 999, with the 9% tax rate. It was in SimCity. It was a perfect tax rate for, like housing, industry, and commercial. You do 9%. And that's kind of what it always has been. In City Skylines, you could do about 11. You could increase it to 12 sometimes, but if land values suffered, then people would move out. But you can change those, and that would change the demand. And there was also like a little thing you could do. You could increase it like a lot, and then for like 4 minutes before your population started to dip, and you would just get a huge cash flow. That is still a thing. Not the cheat. That might still be a thing. I'm not sure. But now you can raise the taxes from negative 10% to up to 30%. And the negatives are subsidies. And then you also control the taxes on products. So when you do like specialized
Wow.
zonings for industries, like if you want to do a logging zone for an industry, the amount of logging occurs with how old the forest is and how deep the forest is and like how many trees are in the area. And so you can create like all these paper products, or you can create furniture with that, and then each one of those you can change the taxation on it. So if your citizens are moving in, they need furniture for their houses. So you need to have furniture in your city, or you have to import it. But if it's costing too much to import, you might want to lower the taxation on creating furniture. So then you create businesses to build furniture, and then you can subsidize it too to further increase people or further incentivize businesses to create furniture. So it could sell to the citizens, so you can make more profit instead of losing money on importing all that furniture. But the thing is, if you're making a lot of furniture, then the company's gonna pay more and more in transporting the furniture. So that's gonna eat into the profits. So there's like this balance you have to find. And I saw this in all the graphs and charts, and I was like, hell yeah, baby. It looks so fucking complicated. But it's not. And like it's some City Skylines players have access to this, and they've been talking about how like the developers want it to be simple but complex. And I honestly think that's a great way to put it, because the whole charts are very easy to understand from what I can tell. But I want to talk about one feature really quick, because it is so fucking cool. I mean, it's bad in real life, but it's so cool. So how housing works and how upgrades work now. In City Skylines 1, in order to upgrade, you had to increase land value and you had to satisfy all the needs of the citizens. And if they were happy, they would upgrade their houses. In City Skylines 2, it's that, and if they have money left over. So each house has a budget where they have to buy food. They get paid a certain amount. So their money has to go to, this is what we need for the house. And if they run out of a certain product, they are then sent to a store to buy that product. And it's got to be a store close enough to them, because if it's not, then they'll be like, I can't live. They can't live in like a food desert, kind of like we have in Buffalo and downtown. There's a couple of food desert spots, which kind of sucks. But a cool thing is, if the citizens run out of money, they will leave their house and then move to a park and act as homeless people. And I'm like, it's horrible in real life, but that is so cool in a game because you could literally track a family living in a house, change their situation. Jobs can now fire people if they start to lose money too. So if they need to, they will fire people before they close in order to save money. So it's getting a little bit more realistic. And then I was talking to the C word. I can't. Somebody think of his name.
Cushions.
I guess. Oh, Cushion. I was talking to Cushions, classic Cushions. I was talking to him, and he was like, "I can't wait for somebody to make a city of completely homeless people." And I'm like, "You know that's going to happen." And then he was asking, like, can he fill a bunch of parks with homeless people and then put a dam there and then wash the homeless people out every so often?
Oh my god.
And I'm like,
Oh my
honestly,
God.
probably. That was his first question. There's something wrong with that man. But I was like, honestly, probably, and I can't wait for all the YouTube videos and stuff. So that's kind of all I really want to talk about with City Skylines 2. They're going to talk about the simulation and life path with the citizens next week, and then game progress, sound and music, and cinematic camera mode. I don't care about the last 2 weeks, but game progress is also exciting at the end of August. But yeah, this game really knows how to market it, and it's feeding facts and information to people. It's doing these like 3-minute videos every Monday, and then a deep dive every Wednesday, and then they put a blog post up every Monday as well with more information. So it's like, hell yeah. As weeks go on, I'm just getting more and more excited for this. So, but that's it. Any questions, comments, concerns, lottery numbers?
Excuse me.
22,
He
17.
did it again!
32, 42, and 1.
Great,
Anybody
everybody
win?
check your tickets. I don't buy a
Let's hear it.
ticket.
I'm sure Adam's screaming in the back. I won!
Oh my god! I won the jackpot of nothing! Yeah! Well, in order to win a jackpot of nothing, it takes two. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Genesis? It takes two.
You know, Adam, you're absolutely right. It does take two. And speaking of it takes two, you know, it took two of us to go through couples counseling and really understand that we're just shit-ass parents who love to terrorize our daughter.
Hey,
And
we were shit-ass parents.
we were, according to Dr. Hakim and his teachings and his advice and his therapy, he says, not harassment or torture.
It's not
therapy.
blackmail. It's therapy.
Yeah. It's therapy. It's therapy. It's not blackmail.
Isn't that blackmail? No, it's therapy.
We have become better people out of it. Let me talk to you guys about It Takes Two and the journey that was that game all the way from start to finish. We definitely killed an elephant. I would say kill at this point because we threw her off the edge of a fucking
she
building.
was healed at the end.
Yes, I know, but that will never recover the scars of what
So
we
that,
did.
yeah, okay. So we kind of danced around this, if you will. There's a plot where the parents think they have to make their daughter cry because she cried and made a wish for them to be in these things. So they're like, she has to cry for us to be free. So they're like,
Stupid
let's
logic.
kill her favorite stuffed animal. And they meet her favorite stuffed animal, and it's this British elephant that's a princess. And it's like, let's play. And the parents are grabbing it, and it keeps getting stuck on stuff, and they end up ripping off one of its legs and then dragging it to an edge, and the elephant is fighting you the entire way, going, can't we just play? Can't we just jump rope? It is so fucking it's the only game that has reminded me of The Last of Us Part 2, and I did not expect that. And then a point where the elephant's ear gets caught and they rip it off. And the elephant's like, "What? I thought we were friends." And I felt so fucking bad. I don't know. Genesis can't exaggerate this enough, but I was like, I don't want to do this. I wanted to stop. I felt so bad murdering this elephant. Even the parents were like, I kind of feel bad doing this. And this elephant was like, please. And it just felt awful. It felt so awful. Genesis was laughing his ass off at how I did not want to do it. I did not want to do it at all. I just was like, no, I didn't feel that other than in The Last of Us Part 2 at the end, where I was like, no, just give up, go home. And then here I was like, no, you're too stupid to realize you don't want your daughter to cry. What the fuck? But then they do it, and then their daughter notices and then puts her on her bed. And then the parents go down there and they're like, come on, cry. And then the daughter starts crying because her stuffed elephant is fucking ripped. And the parents are laughing and cheering and dancing in their daughter's tears. And when they realize it's not, I know. And when they realize it's not working, Dr. Hakim comes in and goes, "What, you fucking stupid. Come on, we got more journey to go because you're dumb." And Genesis and I are like, these people are so exaggerated because the message of the game is these people are getting divorced and they're clearly concentrating more on their divorce than on their daughter, even though they're saying like they stay together for their daughter and they're divorcing for their daughter. They're so hateful of each other that it's just destroying their daughter's life. And
they're
they're being
hateful over stupid things too. Like the reasons that they gave, I was like, this is dumb.
Well, they
What
hate
fuck?
each other, and then it just turns into little arguments about everything, which is the most realistic divorce I've ever seen. As someone who comes from a broken home, sorry, mom and dad, but you did good anyways. But like, it is so obvious when parents are breaking up as a child. Like as a child, you see your parents fighting, and you're like, "Why the fuck are these people still together?" And they're like, "We're staying together for the kids." Thankfully, my parents were like, "That's a bad idea. Let's stop." And then they were like, "Yeah, okay." And then my dad did some stuff, and it kind of propelled the decision. But whatever, it's not important. Hi, Dad. You don't listen to this. Still love you. Call you tomorrow. But
Another
like,
daddy.
no, just Dad.
Oh, there's 3 of us now.
Also, he doesn't know how to
Takeover.
log back into Max, so I gave him the password and everything, and he's like, "I just don't understand it. I'm done." I'm like, "All right, man." And then he keeps saying he has to get it now, so whatever. But yeah, the parents are just so stupid, and I know Genesis hates any couple that fights because his relationship is perfect. Don't mind that damaged coffee table. I just because you hated Maquette with the couple fighting. You hated this one. You hate this couple because they're fighting. But the fights are, I think, realistic.
I'm not saying they're not realistic. I just think they're fighting over the stupidest things in the fucking world.
They hate each
some of
other,
the,
man.
Some of the reasons, yeah, but then they just talk to each other and they're like, "Why did we bother fighting? Why did we do this? Why did we do that?" It's like, I don't know. When I thought about it, it's like, what's his name? Cody was like, "I don't know why we actually used to fight it. Now that I think about it, all the nice things that we do and this and that."
It's because they were collaborating. Before they were just not on each other's side. She was working too much. He wasn't working at all. You know, hey, you're never home. It's because you don't have a fucking job, and you were going to be a gardener, but you've done nothing with it. Well, I'm not motivated to do the gardening because you've never complimented anything I've done. How can I compliment anything you've done if I'm never here because I'm working? You wouldn't have to be working all the time if you complimented me. Like, it would just go back and forth, and then it would lead to stupid small arguments. But then if they would argue about something small, but they were really arguing about something big, but it was disguised as something small. And I thought the game did a really great job at that. Also, the set pieces are fantastic.
Yep.
The game is very pretty. It introduces a lot of mechanics. I would say a good 80% we liked.
This had the best flying versus Avengers with Iron Man. I felt like I was Iron Man in this versus that game.
Yeah, the flying was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there was just like, hey, do you want to play as a wizard? Hey, do you want to play with time stopping powers? Do you want to play with cloning powers? Do you want an underwater level that doesn't fucking suck? Do you want to
Oh, the
slide
underwater was pretty
down?
cool.
Yeah, it was. Do you want to? Oh.
Gavin's dead again.
Do you want to slide down an ice slide on a collapsing snow globe city? Do you want to run through a clock that's exploding that reminds you of the Halo 3 final level? Do you want to do all these crazy things? And it's like, it was like an Uncharted game with imagination. And honestly, I loved it, and I love playing with Mapel Genesis. Cushions asked me to play with him. I said I would do it again. Just because it's not a hard platinum. And yeah, I love the experience, especially with you, Genesis. And I really like the game, and I see why it won Game of the Year the year it came out.
We had a chat about that afterwards.
We did.
And I still thought I don't. I think we went over the games that came out that year, and I'm like, I don't think it deserved it. I thought it was a great game. Don't get me wrong; it was a fun time, great game. I thought I agree with Adam, and the set pieces were awesome. So many different types of genres was in this one game. It was crazy, but what was the Game of the Year material? No, I think there's other things that could have won Game of the Year. I don't remember the list, but I don't remember the.
See that's crazy. You don't remember the list because I feel like if you were like that should have won Game of the Year, you'd remember it. I remember the
20,
list.
What was the list again?
I said I remember the list.
What was the list?
I'm not telling you. You don't remember the list. You should have chose It Takes Two instead of Metroid Dread.
Oh yeah, it was the same year that Dread came out. It was the same year that oh god, I don't know what else came out. Was that 2019?
Ratchet and Clank, sir?
Ratchet and Clank, Dread.
See, you can't even remember the games. Returnal wasn't even up for Game of the Year, though.
No, but Returnal came out that year, is what I'm saying. I don't know what else came out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you can't even remember them.
I mean, this game only came up because it was on Plus. Like, I didn't
Deathloop.
particularly. Well, yeah, I guess that should have won Game of the Year.
Psychonauts 2?
No.
Resident Evil Village?
Yeah.
Resident Evil Village wasn't as good as 7. Everyone thinks that. The only reason Resident Evil Village was popular was because of Lady D. Let's be honest. Am I wrong? Deathloop was liked by critics, not well liked by people. Ratchet and Clank was pretty, but it felt like more of the same. Psychonauts 2 was inventive, but it was never going to win Game of the Year. Metroid Dread was great, and everybody loved it as a side-scroller, but only 11 people played it. It Takes Two, inventive, beautiful, wonderful. I have no complaints about It Takes Two. I have not one valid complaint about It Takes Two.
I don't particularly have a complaint about it either. I don't know.
And I also think it innovated, and I can't think of a game I've played like it. So that's why I say Game of the Year, and I called it that year, and I was right, and that was even before I played it. Now I believe that even more.
Well,
which one would you pick out of those ones? You would pick Village?
No, out of those, I'd probably either pick Returnal or Ratchet and Clank, but Returnal wasn't even nominated, so Ratchet and Clank.
Ratchet and Clank is so generic.
I had a lot of fun in Ratchet and Clank that game.
More fun than you had with me in It Takes Two?
I had more fun with you in Takes Two because it's you and me playing. If you and I could play, if you and I could play Ratchet and Clank in co-op, I would have had so much fun.
I'm playing Ratchet. Who you playing? Clank?
Yeah. Or I play the girl. You play the boy.
You don't even remember the girl's name. You remembered Cody.
Yeah, because we just played it.
Interesting. And a lot of
Oh
pieces
my
falling away.
God. Anywho,
It Takes Two, really good. Highly recommend.
really good.
Returnal
Yes,
should have
yeah,
won
I would
Game of the
agree.
Year.
Returnal was a good game.
Yeah, should have won
I
Game
still
of the
don't
Year.
know. I still don't know what the
Should
hell
have
the
been
ending
nominated,
means.
if I'm honest.
I don't know what the ending means still, but it was an amazing experience.
Which one? Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh God, the one with the where I'm in the
She
wheel.
was her
I
mother. Her
see.
mother was the astronaut. Wait, who?
Yeah,
Wait.
who was in the wheelchair that I saw at the end, and I'm like, what the hell is this? Why is there a wheelchair woman? And then I see the giant space helmet under in the water, and I kill that giant thing with the skull on his head, and I'm like, oh, what is going on?
One day I would like for them to just upload a cutscene of that game that they cut that just confuses everybody even more. Like it's just a little girl in the helmet. It's like, wait, what? Who the fuck is that? Like a little black girl that you've never seen before. Like, who's
The
this?
internet would just break. That's all.
Then Ethan Mars comes out. I was like, what? Where's your origami killer?
Ethan Mars comes out and yells, what's
Jason.
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 Enforcement strike system. The fuck is enforcement strike system?
Oh, Xbox?
Yeah, so they're introducing an enforcement system for just strikes
Yeah,
overall. You have eight strikes.
Yeah, if you fuck up, you get 8 strikes, and if you get 8 strikes, you get banned for a year.
You're
Right.
saying banned forever?
I just said a year.
Did you say for a year?
No. I said they don't. I guess they don't get banned forever. There's no way to ban them forever.
I'm sure there is a way to ban them forever,
Probably
but
is.
this strike system seems kind of lenient, and people are like, why is it only a year?
That's what I would ask.
Why is it 8 strikes?
It should be 3 strikes and then forever.
3 strikes, you're out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that idea, but at the same time, like, what if somebody's a dick, you know? What if Genesis hates me and it keeps flagging things?
I mean, I have to have a valid reason. They can look back at all
What
that.
if I was like, fuck you, Genesis, and 1 week we're friends and 1 week we're not, and you've taken all video clips of me and you that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikes, I'm out. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's a lot of effort on my part. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
wouldn't
really
do
want
it, you
to
little
cut it.
bitch. Nah, I'm just kidding. You're a good guy. You're a good
He's
guy.
not kidding. He's not kidding.
No, he's a good guy. He's my favorite guy.
I knew it. He's your
Women
favorite.
are my favorite guy. Kevin, you know you're my favorite. Everybody mute me. Destino, you're my favorite. Everybody except Genesis mute me now. Genesis, you know you're my favorite. Okay, everybody mute me. Adam, you know you're my favorite.
I'm getting mixed messages.
Kevin, don't mix your messages. It leads to heartburn.
Good. Oh yeah,
Heartburn's always a good way to go out.
it is.
Burn your
Swallow
heart.
lighter.
Yeah.
What?
Absolutely. Swallow a lighter. All right. Anybody else got any topics?
No.
Alrighty then. Well, that's it for the show this week then, gentlemen.
Good.
We never do rumors anymore.
No, it's not worth it.
Yeah. Somebody
It's not
took
worth
that fun away from us.
Why are you coming and looking at me? Listen, all I do is get berated every time I do rumors, okay?
Why are you
this
standing
rumor's
on the
not that
back of
great.
your chair?
Okay, I'll sit in the actual chair. Kevin, move on
That
over,
is
all right?
that is true. You do always get berated.
Hey. For a second, okay, let me do this. This man was like, I'm gonna do rumors, and then he would open it up the day we're doing it, and then not sort it by the highest of the last week. He would sort it by newest, and then he would sort it by or the default, and he would read off things that were already proven false or already proven correct.
I did sort it by just the newest, wewhatever the newest, so
and
I
then
didn't
you
go
would
past,
read
6 days
some of the
back.
dumbest ones.
There's not a lot on
You
there.
would be like, hey guys, World of Warcraft might get another update. Not one person here plays World of Warcraft, and then
Okay.
nobody would say anything, and then you'd be like, all right, moving on, and be all upset that we didn't have any comments about World of Warcraft getting a fucking update like it's 2005 at the height of World of Warcraft. All I gotta say is, wow, Kevin, get the fuck out of my face!
I don't think I've said one
All right,
rumor
maybe I'll be a
about
daddy
World
fighting
of
again.
Warcraft.
That was just an example.
I mean,
fighting
there
again.
wasn't many good rumors some weeks, and some weeks I'd be like, all right, there's some good stuff around here, cool. And other weeks I'm like, all right, there's nothing in here. I'd only go about 4 or 5 days back. I wouldn't go that far back. Once I hit 4 or 5, I'm like, all right, well, there's nothing else because everything else was already proven either wrong or right. Essentially, is what it is.
Hey everybody, welcome to 158 of Crafting a Chat. It's just Kevin and I this week. Everybody else is late, I guess.
Oh, God, this is why I don't do rumors anymore.
We're starting this week off with rumors.
All right, folks. Well, that wraps it up for another episode of Crafting a Chat. Thank you for joining us on episode 157 here. Tune in next week, same time, same place, on twitch.tv/craftingachat, youtube.com/starting too late with 2 R's. Go take some cyanide pills. Go commit some suicides. We endorse all that. Have some fun burning some buildings. Go commit some theft. And shoot your local politician as well. We all endorse all that.
Oh my god, I cannot put this on YouTube.
If my job is listening to this, this is me. Obviously, if you need to get rid of me, all good. I'll take a severance package at that point.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and cut the stream there.
Everybody have a nice night, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a nice night. Bye bye.
Don't the last part was a joke. Haha.